Thank you all for coming. This is a special event that we planned today for some of the press, some of our biggest, best and greatest fans. So well done, congratulations on all getting through. I know lots of people wanted to be here today that couldn't be, but hopefully everybody's going to be watching on the Facebook stream. So this album, The Road to the Royal Albert Hall, is quite fitting that we are here today at the Royal Albert Hall. The idea was to put a tour together bigger than we've ever done before and visit every corner of the UK. So next year we've got 52 dates in the UK, and this Friday really starts that journey, The Road to the Royal Albert Hall. So the album comes out on Friday, Collabro are touring with Barry Manilow. So today's the launch of all of that activity. So without further ado, please give a big round of applause for Collabro.
I'm going to be rude and get my phone out. Because I've got my piano on it. Everybody, it's Tom's birthday today.
Aww.
34.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tom. Happy birthday to you.
Does anybody ever know what to do when somebody's singing happy birthday? I don't think they do. Listen. Well, yes, just listen. You don't know what it is yet.
Do you know what this song is yet?
Yeah. 2, 3, 4. Grease is the word that you heard. It's got groove, it's got meaning. Bow, 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 bow. Grease is the time, is the place, is the motion, and Grease is the way we are feeling. This is a life of illusion, a life of control, mixed with confusion. What are we doing here? Grease is the word, is the word, is the word, is the word. What you don't hear at the end of that is normally. That's actually me on the track as well.
Who was there last night? Did you like Grease?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay.
We thought we'd surprise you and run out and start dancing. What's this one?
On my own.
Right, sorry, yeah.
I
love him, and every day I'm learning. All my life I've only been pretending. Without me, his world will go on turning. A world that's full of happiness that I have never known. I love him. I love him. I love him. But only on my own. I thought I'd done something wrong. She was like, oh God.
I got goosebumps on your last note, Jeff.
Oh, thanks.
And it's called. The next one, we've actually never done as an acapella.
No, you
Never! Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Wait.
Can you stop texting? We're in a
Sorry.
minute.
What's up to do? What birthday messages? All the shine. Cool. This is never enough. All the shine of a thousand spotlights. All the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough. Never be enough.
Right, well, bye.
We're going to field some questions now, but I'll start first, if that's okay. What led to the road to the Albert Hall?
Well,
All of you this morning?
yes. Essentially, I think what we did with the last album was to really try and consolidate the fact that we were a four-piece and we were still going and we were doing all this fun stuff, and it was a really new chapter for us. So it led us. The idea was that we were still home for everybody, and you were still our home as the fans. That was the idea behind it. And then we wanted to do something different with this album by doing some kind of journey somewhere to show that we're still moving forward, aren't we? And so we thought, right, what's the best venue that we've ever performed in, and what's the most iconic place we could find? And at Royal Albert Hall.
Here we are.
Here we are at the Royal Albert Hall. So that's where this idea came of doing all of these, also slightly smaller dates as well, smaller places, because we wanted to. A lot of the comments that we've had from past tours have been, well, whilst we love travelling 3 hours to see you, sometimes it'd be nice if you came to where we are. So we have tried to incorporate that as well, which is why it's such a mammoth tour, and that's where it all came about, isn't it?
And I don't know if today is the best day to say it, but at the Royal Albert Hall, we will have special guests that we are announcing. But there will be Peter's going down to that.
He's like, well, this is something we didn't discuss before today, but no.
But what we wanted to do was, obviously all the hometowns are going to be amazing shows, but at the Royal Albert Hall, we want to give something extra special. So if you do come to your hometown, make sure you come to the Royal Albert Hall as well, because the show will be slightly different.
And it will have been, what date did the first audition air? In April?
13.
So it will be 7 days after, sort of 5 years after we first got onto the TV screens on BGT. So it'll be a big celebration for Royal Albert Hall.
Next question, want to raise your hand? Yeah, go on.
Thank you for inviting me to last night.
You're welcome.
No problem. Which track on Royal Albert Hall did you find most difficult to perfect?
Oh,
Very
So what did we find most difficult to perfect? Which track on?
Define Gravity.
Yeah, that's fair actually.
Like we said previously, we've tried so hard to get Define Gravity right. We tried it on from Act 2, wasn't it?
Well, actually, no, we did it in
we did
it in Dance Attic.
Yeah.
Around the piano and sent it to Simon Cowell, and we got back to no.
Yeah. So we've been trying to get an arrangement that works for us, and we've never been able to do it until now. So we think we've done it, but that was definitely the hardest.
We actually, because we've obviously been singing that song since the third tour, we've been singing it ever since. And when we came to sit down after to record this, we actually already knew like what we wanted to sing, how we wanted to sing it, all of our parts. And how we do it is we sit. You'll have seen the recording studios with like a bit of glass, and then we're one side and our musical director and the producers are the other. Our musical director just thingy through to us like it's like a tannoy, and he went, "Is that what you're singing?" And I went, "Yeah." It's not what's written. So we had to go, "Oh, that's what I've been singing for like the past 6 months." So we had to relearn it.
Sometimes we make things up.
Sometimes what's great is Tom will go, "Oh no, Matt, I'm singing your part on that bit," and Matt will go, "Well, that's alright, because I'm singing yours." So.
We actually did that not too long ago in, was it in Great Sherman song? Was it
Yes,
in Never
yes,
Enough?
it was.
We went, "I'm singing your part." I'm singing your part. And like, alright, that's not the one.
We don't have to come across on stage like we've got everything really together and like super power. But actually, when you're performing out live, you just hear someone do something and be like, "Oh, maybe I'm not on that harmony," but actually they're doing your harmony, and we just change, and then ends with everyone singing each other's bits, which is nice. Yes. Anyway, what was the question?
How on earth do you learn all your words?
If you were there last night, you were seeing
I didn't spot any mistakes.
You can learn and learn and learn and learn the words until you know them backwards, and as soon as you get on stage, you go,
Yeah.
your mind goes blank, and sometimes it's not until a second before you have to sing, you go, all the shine.
I think this happened to us all at different times, because I remember during the second album, I just got this really awful, for the first time ever, stage fright. And I remember going on stage and thinking, up until the very last minute, I do not know what I'm going to sing. And you know what I mean? And then it went away when we did Home.
Yeah. I still do it sometimes with songs that we.
You do it before we get to the song.
Yeah.
You can't remember the name of the song. I think with musical theatre though, we're such big fans of musical theatre. Before we go in to record the songs, we kind of already know the words, so we've grew up listening to them. So I think that helps. But if it's a new song, it can be a struggle. But we get there, don't we? Absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks.
There are many, lots and lots of theatre songs to choose from, so it would be really difficult to choose from. You Never Walk Alone is an iconic song from Carousel, and obviously for something else.
I'm talking
so much.
That's right.
Are you ever going to cover it? Because I can just see your voices being absolutely fantastic singing that out.
I don't think we have.
No, Katrina did.
No, I thought we had to join in with somebody once.
Just me.
I think it was though, right?
I think it was.
I'm sure we had to sing it at some point. It was, yeah.
But it's a beautiful song, and I think, yeah.
You know, now it's a contender for the fifth album.
Yeah.
Which we are announcing right now.
Thank you.
My question's for you, Matt.
Oh, okay.
So, because you're singing electricity, I was going to see the tutu on top.
The two. Not for that bit, but maybe one of the other songs.
Sometimes we shout Billy Elliot chords at each other, but they're not appropriate.
But no.
It's the parts where you're not very allowed to say things. Oh, yeah, should
Yeah.
Julie Walters.
As you've got a huge tour coming up, do you learn each other's parts if someone is, say, under the weather one evening?
I think we kind of do that.
Learn is a strong word.
I think
Through hearing them every time we sing them, we just
Yeah.
kind of
So you
know.
would adapt if somebody was...
we've done it before a few times. If someone's felt unwell, you
never
kind of.
noticed that one.
Well, I think we just naturally kind
Oxford 2015. I remember we had, I had really bad laryngitis, didn't I? And Matt basically sung all the music of the night.
Yeah.
Music is the night.
Music is the night.
I remember that actually before because you said to Matt, I'm going to look at you at any part that I don't want to sing. And you just kept looking at Matt.
He said beforehand, he was like, I will look at you if I can't do something, I'll look at you. And I was like, no problem. So we introduced the song, and if you remember, we were on the stairs on like an angle, and he was the point of this triangle. And it went, we're walking up the stairs, he goes, stand in my place and do my solos. I was like, okay.
I thought you were
We
going to
just changed the
say.
whole stage in last minute.
I thought you were going to say he was going to go.
It has happened. It has happened.
Who's your biggest musical inspiration?
Yeah, Sondheim for me, definitely. I love the musicals of Stephen Sondheim. I think last night I said I'd love to be Bobby in Company. Somebody asked what our dream roles would be. So anything by Sondheim would be amazing.
Our musical director, Ed Rugman, because of the harmonies that he puts into every song are amazing. I think he's a very talented man.
He is. I would say mine was.
Beyonce.
No. Do you know what it is? I think mine is probably someone like Celine Dion, who I just think is the most amazing. She just always sings live, and she has the most amazing work ethic. Everyone always says around her that she has the best work ethic, and she just gets on stage and does it. Yeah.
I'm nervous about a million different names going.
Just say me, it's fine. Don't worry.
But it's weird because you three came into my head because it sounds a bit cheesy, but I had the least musical experience coming into the band. These guys all had voices like this, and I feel like I had to up my game to try and be on par. And I think hopefully I've done it.
There was some
I always look up to you guys.
There was some times in the first album you'd be singing, and I'd be like, I used to know so much, and I'd be like, right, now lean back, and when you were singing the notes.
Was that like, you had to push these, and I was like,
and then this voice just came out, and it was amazing. Amazing.
you just threw there, Tom played no, and I tried to sing it, and it was wrong.
As you said before, you chose the books, we chose the music.
I tell you what, we were if we didn't have microphones on, so it's looking up.
What was the question?
Hang on,
There's a
yeah.
gentleman behind
Oh,
us.
oh yes, hello guys. Yes,
Hello.
just wondering, before you go on stage, do you have like a ritual that you do?
Yes.
Can you tell us?
We do this every single
Oh,
performance.
Collabro!
Every single performance.
Literally, yeah. Well, yeah, everyone.
That and boring.
Yeah, we drink a lot of water as well that you wouldn't believe.
Because
On our rider it says at least 16 bottles of water.
10 minutes in the
Yeah, well, yeah, we do a lot. But, the most important thing is because we have these really, really big songs, you have to keep hydrated. Simply.
yeah.
I'm glad you said songs. Thank you very much.
We have a certain team throat coat that saves our lives.
I have it when Matt gets to me.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Okay, just me and Matt then.
Yeah.
We just live by it.
Haribo.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Haribo.
You know what? Haribo is really important because the gelatin is really good for your brain. So we have that otherwise everyone's like, why don't you have Haribo?
Oh, I keep trying to get Haribo because one or two, yeah, it's good for your throat, but then the whole bag's gone.
It's true.
And I get annoyed because I like the Fantastic and Jamie instead.
Don't start with me.
Now
Next
I know why
question.
they put you on opposite ends.
This is where all the disagreements come from.
Next question.
51 days is like huge. How do you begin?
I thought you just said that you were 51 and I was like, can I have whatever you're having? Carry on. Huge talk.
How do you even begin to like prepare yourself because it's been meant to be for such a huge run?
You keep fit, you eat right, you drink right, you drink. It's hard to do that, I'm sorry.
We do have to look after ourselves.
We do really have to.
That's the one time of year where our bodies and livers like no, we do look after ourselves. Yeah, very much so.
Have a message for the fans on our Facebook Live.
Thank you for watching.
We love you and thank you for the support.
Get the album.
Come
Comes out on
with your
Friday.
friends and come to the Royal Albert Hall and your local hometown.
The album comes out on Friday and you can pre-order it on Amazon and iTunes now, but you can also go to officialcollabro.com and pre-order there. It comes out on Friday. These guys, some of you have a copy. Some of you heard it last night. What do you think?
Excellent.
So that speaks for itself. Go and grab a copy and thank you for supporting.
I'm going to take, if I've got a smile, I'm going to take a panoramic of you.
You mustn't move because it can look hideous.
Ready, 3, 2, 1.
Everyone stay still. If you move, it will look absolutely horrendous. Like a doctor who-
No one even giggle.
You guys can move, mate.
I'm